to share my current doll collection, my 12-inch doll collection with you guys. And right now, this is all of the boys that I have. This is the regular blonde Ken from Barbie Life in the Dream House. And he's got rooted hair, as you can see here. So you can like brush it and stuff, but I kind of styled it like this and I just leave it alone. He's got blonde hair and blue eyes. And this particular doll, this is not his original body. I switched his regular body to a different doll's. So yeah, this is like that weird model kind of body where he just like strikes a pose and he just stands like that all the time. I hate this body. But a lot of the dolls right now in the store, this is the kind of body that they come on. Really old school, like some kind of beach fun kind of Ken. He's from like, I don't know, probably the early 90s or something. And I happened to find him at a thrift store. And I thought that I would add him to my collection because I didn't already have this doll. And I'm always looking for ethnic dolls, black dolls. They're really hard to find in the stores. And his body is also like a straight body, but he's got the rubber legs that bend. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Wish they still made those, but nope, they don't. This is the Ever After High doll. He is a hunter huntsman. So this is the guy that comes with another Ever After High girl doll. They come in a 2-pack. The girl doll, I have her, but I don't really like her that much. This is the boy doll. I only bought the pack because I wanted him. And he's got a fully articulated body, so you can move and bend all these different ways. And his hair is partially rooted. And then he's got, what do you call this? Shoot, I forgot what it's called. But anyway, yeah, so his hair, this part is rooted in. This part is just like fuzzy. Kristoff from Frozen. This is the Disney store version with the articulated arms and the snap bend knees. And he's really cool looking. He can't fit into regular Ken clothes, so I have to make clothes for this size doll. And he's got a really big nose, but it gives him character. And he's got metallic golden kind of blondish hair, so I don't know, he's a really cool looking doll, and he looks just like the character from the movie. There's this G.I. Joe. He has blonde hair and a very serious look on his face. And he's got a very muscular, articulated body. He's got full articulation, so everything can move, and he's very easy to pose, so we like that. And he also cannot fit into all Ken clothing, so we have to make him custom clothes. This is my, what do you call these guys? Liv male doll. And I think he's the only male doll in that line. He also has a fully articulated body, which I absolutely love. He can bend in so many ways. And so he's super fun and easy to pose. And his body is a little bit smaller than Ken, so he can fit into Ken's clothing, but they're kind of big on him. But not so big that, you know, he can't wear it. He's got rooted hair with these side swept kind of like beaver bangs. And his facial structure, like the mold of his face, is very unique. And he's got eyes that are inset, so they're not painted on. It's like actual eyeballs that are in his head. So I think that's pretty cool, which all the Liv dolls have, and I like that about them. They're very realistic looking eyes. So I like that. Yeah, he's cute. This is my Divergent 4 doll. And he also has a full articulated body. And he fits into regular Ken clothes, so he can wear whatever I want him to wear. He's got really cute hair that's rooted in. It's kind of curly-ish, and once it's been wet and styled, you can kind of like play around with it a little bit. But for now, he's just wearing his hat. This is a fitted hat that I made for my dolls. I have a couple of them. The only thing I don't like about this doll is that he's covered in tattoos. But, I mean, that's what the character from, you know, the movie looked like with all the tattoos. So I guess it makes sense that the doll would too, but I didn't really get him because he was the Divergent doll. I got him because I liked his face. I'm not one of those people that, like, keep the character of the doll. Like, once I get it and I redress them, they're just brand new characters to me, so I don't really care about him being a Divergent 4 character. I just like the way the doll looked. Plus, he doesn't look anything like the guy who plays the character in the movie, so I don't even know what they were trying to do with that. This guy has my Harley Davidson Ken, which also is another old school doll. He can fit into most of regular Ken's clothing, and he also has an articulated body. He isn't totally fully articulated because his ankles and his wrists don't move, but he's articulated at the elbows and the knee joints, and right in the middle here he can kind of twist and turn and like bend like that. It's like kind of weird. And he's got rooted hair and facial hair and very unique eyes with these little lines underneath them, like bags under his eyes, so they make him look a little older, which I like. This is the Mace Windu Star Wars character, and I redressed him, and he also has to have his clothing made because he cannot fit into regular Ken clothes. He's very muscular, and he is articulated everywhere, so he's very easy to pose. And he came with no hair, so he's bald, and he's got a really smooth, round head. His face mold actually looks like Samuel L. Jackson. He looks just like him, but like a really young version of him. And I like him a lot. He's one of our black dolls, which they're so hard to find, especially good-looking ones. This is Shang from Mulan. And he also has long rooted hair that you can do a lot with. He's got articulated arms and snap bend knees, but he cannot fit into regular Ken clothes either. So as for this this outfit that he's wearing right now, I made the top and the bottom. So I have to make the clothes for these dolls because there aren't any available in the stores for them to fit in that I can purchase. But yeah, he's got a very Asian looking face. He looks like the cartoon character Shang. He's really cute. So I pretend he's a Korean guy because I'm Korean and I like Koreans. This is Ryan from Life in the Dream House, and he is super duper cute. He reminds me of Elvis, the way his face looks. I actually repainted his lips, and I gave him a mole on the side of his face because the original lips that he came with, it looked like he had on like lipstick. The color of his lips, they were just very like weird. I don't know. So I didn't think that it looked natural. So I erased it, and then I drew on my own lips for him, and I gave him a little mole on the side of his face. And he can obviously fit into regular Ken clothes. He does have an articulated body, but he didn't come with an articulated body. I'll switch bodies on the dolls as needed to do different things for filming and stuff like that. And then this is also a Life in the Dream House Ken, who was blonde and blue-eyed, but I repainted his hair, and I gave him new eyebrows, new lips, because he also had the weird like pink looking lips. I gave him a mustache, new eyes, and I tried to basically make him look kind of Spanish, sort of like a Latino guy. I didn't do like a full repaint job on him. It's just all very like simple, subtle stuff that I did. Okay, so now here is my other Ken. Straight body. His elbow doesn't bend, his knees don't bend. He is the same doll as this guy. That's how he looked at first, and then I repainted him. Now he looks a little bit different. This is actually supposed to be MC Hammer. He's an old school doll from back in the day. and his legs snap bend at the knees, but his arms are not articulated, and his midsection, I believe, does it rotate? Yeah, he rotates the waist, and his neck is pivotal. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I like that. And change the angle of his head. Maybe look at the back of his hair. He's got these really cool waves and a little ponytail, and the sides of his hair shaved in a cool pattern, just like MC Hammer's hair actually was. So he looks a lot like him, but I think he's actually more handsome. And he's got facial hair a little bit, brown eyes, and a smiling face. I did add a hairline that wasn't there on his head because it was way too far back. It made his forehead look gigantic. But that's the only thing I did to him as far as adjustments. This Texas A&M articulated doll, who I call Raymond, that's his new name, and he is also repainted because I didn't want him to look like the Texas A&M doll. So I gave him new eyebrows, a mole right there in his face, and facial hair, and new lips. Because I don't know why Mattel's always making their guy dolls look like they have on lip gloss. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. And I gave him a new hairline, and look like he's got it like an edge up. I want him to look kind of like an angry black man. So that's another one of our black dolls. And then one of my favorites is also another Texas A&M doll that I repainted. I gave him a completely new face, new eyes, new eyebrows. I gave him some shading on his face, new lips, new everything. And then I also gave him new hair. This was an experiment that I was doing to see if I could change the hair on the doll. And I wanted it to kind of look molded, but also like textured. I was able to accomplish that with him. And it looks like he's got like a little short fro kind of. Yeah. So originally, this doll looked very similar to him, but without the facial hair, of course. And he had the same hair as him, but I changed his hair. I changed his facial features, and now they look like two different characters. Yep. So that was fun to do. And that's another one of my black dolls, and he's also articulated, and he actually has a broken ankle because my daughter pulled off his foot, rough playing with him. So I made him a little brace bandage. He can't move this ankle anymore like he can with this one, but at least it's attached, so it's better than being footless. Poor thing. Anyway, so that's our male doll collection of 12-inch fashion dolls and Barbie dolls and action figures. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the dolls, then feel free to leave comments, and we will try to answer the comments as soon as we see them. Yeah, we're still adding to our collection because we're always on the lookout for ethnic dolls and black looking dolls. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you later.